You are now watching a Lucky Penny Shop product feature.
Hey, it's Lucky Penny Shop, and it's time for a game called Don't Break the Ice. The game begins. The ice is thin. Be careful or you may go in. Ages 3 to 10. This is the 1970 version of the game. Let me just show you the two side panels. This should also have the little yellow string that goes across, which is he's kind of familiar with a lot of these Schaper games. Let's read the back panel now. How many have played Don't Break the Ice? What version? I think I've also played the Penguin version. Let's just read it here. Object of the game: to keep the man from falling through the ice. Before starting play, lower the frame to rest upon its base. Insert the blocks of ice in frame, placing the large block after attaching the man in any section desired. Lift frame up to rest on its legs. The game is now ready to be played. In any section, okay, wait. In any section, I usually put the man in the middle. But doesn't it just kind of says you can put him in any section? I never realized that. And placing the large block after attaching the man in any section desired. I didn't know that. Each player chooses a mallet, and any player may be chosen to start the game. The first player taps out a block of ice of his choosing, hoping that this will not cause the man to fall through the ice. The second player then taps out a block of ice, and so on in regular rotation. Any player tapping out a block of ice that causes the man to fall through the ice is eliminated from the game. Once a player starts tapping a block of ice with his mallet, he must continue tapping that same block until it falls through the ice, even though other blocks of ice fall with it. The remaining player, after all their players have been eliminated, is the winner. Alright. So I didn't know. I always put the guy in the center. Let's see. A lot of pieces here. Now, if you have headphones on, get ready, because I have to dump this bag out. And here's the blocks. Yes, it's always been a loud game. And here is the little man sitting, and usually goes on this block. I'm going to put him in the center because that's just what I'm used to doing. Now, when I set this up, I usually do it this way. It can be a challenge to get all the pieces in there correctly. So I just start laying them in. And then I kind of fit them into place. Now, if you want, this would be a time to kind of center your center block, if that's where you want to put it. And you just keep adding them in there. The correct way, of course. Now, when you get to these here, you almost have to kind of pull it back and slide it in. Sometimes it's also easier to start putting the pieces into a middle section. I just keep turning this now. What I mean by that is do the outer edge first, then put this one in. Kind of angle it, because it gets really tight in there. See that? And of course, as you get the last blocks in, you're working with different pressures now from the sides. The last two, nice and snug. Carefully flip it over. It's all pressed into place. This one has legs that sit on the outside. It's not as stable as the newer versions of this game. Move the box a little bit out of the way there. So there you go. Definitely not as stable, but it still works. And then you need to get your little guy on there. And he is ready to go. So what do? Well, you're taking these mallets. This one has two, in like a tealish and then a yellow. And then you're tapping a block out. And if more than one block falls out, it's okay. So headphone people, be ready. Oh, I can't fix that. I gotta leave it. Now, you don't have to do them in this section. Another person can come over here, start tapping. It's not a game you're going to play at night. Oh, I accidentally pushed that one up. When everybody's going to bed. Let me show you this from the bottom, going up. Let me see my best view here. Here, let me do a quick adjustment to get the best view in here. Okay, so now pretend you're underneath and watching from this perspective. I'll probably do one of the ones right in front of you here. Ooh, dropped out 2 that time. And then on the left side. Pretty cool. There's one right next to it I can knock out now because it looks like it's still stable. Alright, I'll do one more from this angle here. Probably these here will come out. Nice. Let me go back and readjust here. Alright, so now it's like you're tapping. So here you go. Which one would you pick? Now, as you can tell, pressure's pretty solid here and here. I should be able to knock this one out. And it'll knock the 3 out in one shot. Now, of course, little kids wouldn't be studying this as much as I would, but I know that I can knock out a few more on this side because it's going to keep the pressure. Oops, I hit it with my hand there. And then I could probably knock these out here. Still be okay. And you're all anxious for it to bust, I know. Ooh. Now I'm going to have to keep one of these. Now these two, I don't think I need to keep. Ooh, I might need to because the pressure's being held here. Let's see. Trying to be strategic now. I should be able to go in with one of these. Ooh, it's going to be tough. Of course, you're not playing the game like this. Someone's just going to go in and smash it all down. And I should be able to get one of these. Hitting really hard now. Pressure is tight. There. Now, of course, this rarely ever happens. So, it's going to fall. So, here we go. Whoa. Now, check that out. I don't think that's ever happened before. It has to fall now. Let me clear my underneath out. For the dramatic breaking of the ice. Here we go. It's going to fall now, no matter what I do. Gentle, gentle. Done. Alright, so. That is Don't Break the Ice. I think I don't need to play the whole game for you, but again, I think you understand it. So a lot of pieces, you're going to have to put them all back in there and get it set up if you're going to, you know, best of 2 or best of 3 game. So thanks for watching. It's really appreciated. If you want to see more games like this, you know, check in the description below for a playlist. Buffalo, I said Buffalo. Or search our channel. Later.
If you want to find this item, click the link in the description area below the video. You can also watch more videos in this series by clicking here. Thanks for watching. And always remember, if you see a lucky penny, pick it up.